financial advice from me, but this is for entertainment purposes for you to learn. Maybe you learn something, do your own research. So this is just welcome to Infuse Growth. So finally, I'm doing this again. It's the second time I'm trying this because on the first one, it didn't go so well. So without any further ado, I want to explain to you what were the best basically investments in the last 10 years. And I hope you enjoy it because many people will think that property is probably, at the top of the investments, and people want to obviously invest in property because it's, a state, have an estate or have a nice house where you can rent out. You probably can make some good money. Other people think it's obviously stocks. Other people think it's cryptocurrency. To be honest, you can invest in anything and make money as long as you know what you're doing and as long as you do the right research. But I wanted to just show you some of the things on the screen, and I hope that this opens your eyes to new opportunities. So obviously here you have house price changes in the last 10 years in the United Kingdom compared to Europe. And you can see that the UK, which is where I'm from or where I'm in, 34%, 34.05% has grown since the last 10 years, which it seems a lot. It's not a bad amount. This is an average anyway. So if you had a property at £1,000, you'd probably get 34%, which is around £1,340. Obviously, the property is at 100k. So if you had a property at 200k, okay, make it easy. A property at 100k, you probably have a property now that you could sort of sell for 134,000, which makes you have an extra 34,000 profit. If you consider just an average anyway. So if you were in Turkey, you make 200% in your property. So if you bought a property in Turkey the last 10 years, let's say in 2010, and now 2021, you want to sell the property, you would have a 200% gain, which is a lot. So, that would be making you probably around, if you was a 100k property, you could probably sell it for, I'm just averaging out, so around 300k, and I hope that maths makes sense. But basically, in the next 10 years, we don't know what's going to happen. But let's say an average of 50%, keep that 50% in your mind, and let's see where it goes. Also, performance stocks. We have Netflix, Domino's Pizza, so on and so forth. They seem to be the top 10 performance stocks of the 2010s. So, there are other, top performing stocks that you could have bought. You probably could make, a lot of money. I've seen other percentages, up to like 5,000, 6,000, 20,000% in profit in some of the shares, depends on what shares you're buying. But this is just one example from the Motley Fool website. And so let's say you are, if you bought it in 2019, the return will be 20%. It was Netflix. There's also the holdings and sciences, but you can see that many of them, and if you do your research, many of them will be on a sciences-based energy. Be on the sciences and not on the energy, because the energy seems to be losing out. Many stocks are losing out, but it doesn't really, show all of them here. So it says 7 of the 10 companies are profitable. So, you can probably buy a stock and potentially still have profits within the next 10 years if you're looking to invest into the future. And obviously there's this interesting article which shows Bitcoin 9 million percent rise this decade. Leaves obviously skeptics thinking that this is not real. So 9 million percent. But I'll just make it, we'll make it easy for you guys when you look at the thing that I prepared for you guys. But 9 million percent. So if you invested, okay, this is ridiculous amounts, but if you invested $1 or £1 when it started, you know that you probably have $9 million, right? But you would have to keep that investment for a very, very long time. So yeah, just basically I wanted to show you this. Now there's this screen also that I think it's important for you to see. So let's say in 10 years time, if you invested $100 or £100, however you want to see it, and your gains in stocks are 500%, you make £500, an extra bit of money. If you have £5,000 to invest, you'll be at £25,000 or dollars. Here again, gain stocks of 5,000%, it's potentially could happen, and that will make you £250,000 if you invested 5,000. But obviously, it depends on how much money you have. And I'm not saying I'm not an investor in terms of, a financial advisor where I can tell you what to invest in. I'm just giving you an idea of potentially what you could think of investing in for your future. So stocks, many people don't know what stocks are or shares are, don't understand it. But if you are able to learn a bit about it and invest in it, potentially you can make some good gains. And obviously you have other stocks which are around 10,000%. This could happen. And there are other stocks that have done, other websites I was looking at, they have done 10,000% profit, and potentially you can make a lot of money. Property, we've seen some of the gains, but big difference between stocks. Even if you're at 500% and your gains are in stocks in property is 50%, there's a big difference in how much money you can get in terms of your investment, your initial investment. So Bitcoin gains, I just really just put that, 400,000, it kind of, I didn't know, but one of the things I realized it's Bitcoin itself started at 0.0008 cents. So 0.0008. Yeah, I think it was like 0.008. Yeah, that's it. Imagine that. And obviously, let's say you start at 0.08 cents. So not much, 8 cents. You buy a piece of the Bitcoin or a whole Bitcoin for 8 cents. Right now, Bitcoin is around 50K. So if you bought it, you probably wouldn't spend only 8 cents on the Bitcoin back then. You probably spend, let's say you spend $50 and you make that. So what is the future, And I'll be doing some research on that, in terms of what the future holds and potentially what you can invest, to make your future better. But what I would suggest is for me anyway, this is what I suggest myself is I'm looking for things like penny stocks or anything that I could see that there's a low amount to invest in. So let's say it's 1 cent or 10 cents for a specific stock, share, product, and I can buy tons of it. And then I just wait 10 years and see what happens. So I won't buy just from one, I'll buy from different sources. So even if one of them didn't grow in 10 years as much as I predicted, the other ones might. And as you can see here, even if, let's say you find something at 8 cents. This is just an average. I think it's actually 625,000% when it comes to the amount now, which is around 50K. But I just put this to make it easy for everyone. So 10-year investment, you only have £100 to invest. You invest £100 and invest in property, don't make much. Investing in stocks, depends on what stock you get, what stock you invest in. But if you find the right, stocks and shares that you want to invest in, try to diversify your amount to see if you have £100 here, £100 there, £100 there, £100 there, potentially one of your £100 can make you £400,000, potentially, right? Because nothing is guaranteed, to be honest. But this is more of a crypto thing right now. But in the next 10 years, will crypto grow as much as it did from 2010 to now? I mean, you can see big investors like Elon Musk coming in, putting crazy amounts of money in, but we don't know where it's going to go. So yeah, that's it. Just wanted to share this with you. I hope you're enjoying it. To subscribe, help us out at Infuse Growth so I can make some more videos for you and I can support you in terms of learning, marketing, so I can do some more research and hopefully you get some tools for success. Take care, guys, and see you soon.